Alright guys, so I've got it set up. As you can see, I'm in the flight rig. I've got a couple of cameras so you can see a few things. Okay, so let's start off on this side, and what you can see here properly on the camera, but the bracket, I've had to bring it closer, so I've done that. So it's a little bit, about 1.5 inches closer to me because it was too far away. I've moved the throttles, which were here, and they were catching on the front, and I put the throttle here, and I just used that as a table for me grips, just enough sort of clear. What else I do? I bolted this to the frame, so I made sure it was nice and solid. Throttle works okay, nothing's catching, everything's nice and solid. This is new, about a week before this. I flew last night, first time. Absolutely fantastic. A bit weird getting used to it because I'm used to the other collective, but loving it. I mean, you can move it back, move it forward. I'm pretty happy with that position where I'm at there. I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can see me cyclic. But anyway, so obviously this part is not needed. This is going to be for like a throttle for like the UH1, but I changed over for the old one to this one because I thought it looked cool. So the full motion is all the way up to there. That's the maximum on the first what's it called, the first I forgot what it's called now. You change the cams, that's the word, cam. So you got 1, 2 and 3. I'm on cam 1. Cam 3 was right up here. It was a bit too far. It was like you're like pulling it right up here. So for taking off, that's perfect for me. My hand just goes to there, and they usually have taken off by about there, maybe there. And then for general flying, that's all you're using. And then when you want to change over to the mission grip, it's just nice and comfortable flying right up to there. So it's super smooth with the spring balance kit, which you can get from Verpal. I've got a little bit of tension on, so it just feels there's a bit of resistance, not too much where you get stiction, but it feels like I'm pulling something. It feels that there's resistance there. So generally if I'm flying, I'm doing this one, and then this one's just basically another control pad to adjust for, to find all your bits and bobs. So let's run through it quick, then I'll do a little bit of a flight. So getting to these buttons is super easy. You just flick these up, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. People complain that it should stay up, but that's not really supposed to do that, because if it's stuck, then you're going to jettison all your dangerous stuff. Fuel, I don't want jettisons fuel, just all your pods. Chop button, again dead easy, thumb underneath, and when you're flying your hand goes over the chop button. Let's see if we can see there. We've got our TADs up, pin vids, bore sight, polarity, stabilizer reset, nose up, nose down, the searchlight on, searchlight store, external right and left, and what's that one say? Return. I think that's return, and a clicky button as well. Underneath there's a single clicky button under here, under this part, and then the mission grip, I'll lift it up so you can see. Mission grip, we've got 1, 2 clicky buttons, which I use for, the top one is the cursor enter. This one I use for target select. Once I've scanned with the radar, I can go through the next target, next target, next target, next target till I want that one. Because sometimes it picks up the stuff you've shot at again. You can just go by the ones you've already shot. You don't shoot at them. This is the scan button. Continuous scan. Continuous scan back, single scan forward, or you can have it how you want. I don't actually use the click aim button. I don't need it. And then we've got the ground to air mode, TPM, ramp, and we've got the air target mode. Then we've got this cursor button, which is really nice for slowing around, where you've got your cursor for one MPD and the second MPD. I used to use, and what you can see, I used to use the little button here, which is just there for that, but it means leaning right across just for that. But now it's here, I don't have to take my hand off. Normally I have to take my hand off to find it. Now I can keep my hand on the grip in control and select target by using that one. Now I could use the pushy button, but I use that to bring the cursor on, turn the cursor off. In this case it goes to on, MPD left, another click, MPD right, and so on. And then when I want to select like a point, like a waypoint I want to go to, then I use this button just to confirm it, and that stores it. Over here we've got our TADS button. Sorry, we've got our TADS on this side, head mounted display, the link button, which is not, that's going to be coming in the future, and the fire control radar. It's just so nice because I can just fly around and see, before, when I've got the FCR engaged and I'm scanning and it's doing a sweep, yeah, hopefully you can see me, it does a sweep. If something happens, like obviously George would be doing that, but if something happens and you want to go for that gun, you've literally got to switch the FCR off to get the gun 30mm and start putting rounds down there. But now if the FCR's on, all you got to do, and you want, like, you're scanning away and then you see some, I don't know, someone shooting at us with small arms, you just basically flick HMD back of the gun, brrr, and you're away. And the gun obviously is my right trigger on my side click. And then back to FCR, rescan again. That's just, for me, that is the biggest. I was like, wow, that's amazing. I tried to do the same function with the other controller, but linking all the keybinds, and I couldn't do it. It was really awkward. And I don't know if you've noticed where you can see, I might not come up on camera, I might have to get a different shot of it. I might see there's like a pole, a black piece of 20x20 extrusion with a piece of felt on the top of it, and there's a piece of felt just underneath here where my finger is. You might see on this camera just underneath there. So when I close it down, or when I shut it right to 0, it hits the felt, and it just feels so nice not to stop on the cam. So it's literally maybe just say 1mm above. So yeah, if you whack it down a bit hard by mistake, you're not putting any torque on the back cam. So yeah, it's really nice. It's nice and smooth, feels good. I'm just so glad I bought that. Mapping it's a bit awkward. We can open DCS now, have a little look, and just show you before I have a little flight. I try not to keep this video too long. Just pop open DCS first. Yeah guys, if you're thinking about getting this, people have complained and said it feels cheap. I don't understand what they want. It's made of plastic. That's made of plastic. My headset's made of plastic. That's metal on the top. It'd be nice if, say, these were aluminium. But don't forget, this is a little bit heavier than my other one, which if I can grab this to show you. This is the one. Take it out of the plastic. So this is the one I've been using, and earlier on in the video I said I felt about the same, but it isn't. It's heavier because I've had to put like the spring, torque the spring up a little bit. Okay guys, I'm just going to put up a little video just from Virpil. I thought it was interesting, so we'll just put that up. Here's the price up the top. See, this guy's got it fixed to a chair, and I had it like that eventually, but I changed it to a sim pit. There you go, it looks nice. That You can see all the buttons, single stage triggers. One of the triggers feels like more tension, that front one feels more springy. All the buttons feel okay. There's a couple of ones feel a little bit sloppy, but all the hats seem okay. That's really nice to use, that cursor button analog stick. I also like the colours, the way the greens match up me other colours, LEDs. It's a nice firm toggle switch. I was a bit worried that it might have been a bit too large, like sort of a bit too long, but it isn't. It's okay. I've just gone for the green because that's what it looks like in the cockpit of the real one, and with the tension with that system there, which I have, it works fantastic. You can feel a little bit of resistance. You can have it right, really more resistance or less. It's on like nylon bushes inside, so you're just cramping nylon bushes around like a round circular shaft, and that gives you your resistance. Good guys, so that's probably the end of the video. I was going to do some flying, but really you're just going to see me flying. It works fantastic, absolutely great. I can't recommend it enough, to be honest. There's different ones you can buy. That's the one I've been using. I didn't get this one, but that's the one I've been using, and this is again well worth the money. But this, I bought this before this one was out, and yeah, I think it's great. It just really just adds to the experience. So if you're thinking about getting yourself a collective, there's other makes which look the same, copies of Apache ones, but they're a lot more expensive. And I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 products from Virpil, and I like them. There's another little video there we can play. I think, is that the same one? It might be the same one, to be honest. Yeah, it's the same one, so I won't bore you with that one. But yeah, you can change the RGBs. The switches seem okay. All the specs are here if you want to go on there. If you've got any questions, drop us a comment below. I'll answer them if I can. And I'm going to be using this every day, but what I can tell you straight away is it makes you flying so much better. I noticed straight away hovering, jumping into hovering, it's just because you've got a longer control stick, it's just making things a lot more finely tuned. But it's just nice to be able to have your thumb on the fingertip for everywhere you want to be. I've got nothing bad to say about it. And again, I bought everything myself. Don't get nothing free. So if it was garbage, I would say do not buy this. This is shocking. Don't buy it. But I'm not. I can't see anything wrong with it. It works great to me. And then again, I've never had it for a long period, so it might fail. I doubt it, but it might. And if it did, I think Virpil are pretty good at getting back to you. When I did switch over to the new collective, this one, the collective, what is that? Collective base. Bloody hell. I went from this one to this one, and it's not really needed. I just wanted that bit, but because it's updated, it wouldn't work with the software, so I had to get the latest software. So I contacted Virpil. Guy down there straight away said, because I thought it was, felt like the sensor was broke because it was just bouncing all over the place in their calibration. Put the new software on, redone the firmware, perfect again. So the guys down there are pretty good. So if there's anything wrong with it, as I said, they'll just help you out and fix it for you. So I would got no qualms about recommending Virpil products. So guys, if you've got any comments, leave below. If you haven't subbed, really appreciate if you can drop us a sub and a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.